Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at Mystique from Wave 3 of Hasbro's relaunched Marvel Legends line. She's kind of packaged as, I guess it's branded the X-Mutants, because it's the running change from the modern Mystique to Moonstar. I believe both probably use the sort of new standard female sculpt, which would probably be disappointing considering I would assume Moonstar is supposed to be shorter, but Hasbro kind of cuts corners. But yeah, picked this one up. It's kind of randomized. I was happy to get Mystique rather than Moonstar. Not that I necessarily have anything against Moonstar, but Mystique is kind of a bigger name within the X-Men universe, and I didn't pick up the previous Wave 10 version back when Toy Biz was doing the line because I just didn't think it was all that great looking. This version, I guess it's a little bit better. At any rate, hold on a second and I'll get her out of pack. And here we have Mystique out of pack. Not a terrible amount to say about her. She does come to us from a wave without a Build-A-Figure, so that's sort of off the discussion. She does, however, come with a bunch of guns. I think I misplaced one, but first off is this sort of assault rifle. She also has this decent painted, sniping rifle. And then, like, some sort of an automatic pistol or something. Yeah. I wish it would have just come with, like, 2 automatic pistols or something, just for the whole dual wielding. Although, I guess it's also... at least just 2 of these and then whatever else. Mostly just 2 of those. At any rate... Mystique's just a sort of another example of the sort of kit bashing that sort of goes on. As you'll probably notice, this is basically just the sort of same female mold that we've been seeing again and again, with the exception of the upper torso, which originally belonged to Black Widow from the 2-packs right prior to the relaunch. The hair, I think, comes to us from Madame Mask, and the face, not sure if that's an original face or if they just recycled that as well. Now, some people may have a problem with that, some people may not. I'm sort of on the fence. I am getting sick of seeing the same female mold again and again pretty quickly. But given that this is a modern version of Mystique, I'm just happy that we are seeing it's not only a sort of modern version, but also a half-decent version. I wasn't at all impressed with the Toy Biz version back from the Sentinel Wave. And I think this is at least something of an improvement, at least in terms of body type. Head sculpt, sort of on the fence about. But, other than that, not a tremendous amount to say. She does have the sort of symbol, obviously identical articulation to the other female figures, but that's just a ball and socket at the wrist, ball and socket at the elbow, a ball jointed shoulder, and once again they've left out the sort of pivot at the bicep just to sort of, I guess, make a more attractive shoulder. Again, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't feel that female figures necessarily need to have balls at the shoulder. The head, barely any movement because of the hair. We have a torso joint with a good amount of rotation, a little bit forward, a little bit more back. Then we have a point of rotation at the upper thigh. We have that sort of lined ball here where you have to sort of twist things out when you want to go in. Double pin at the knee, and the same sort of ball socketed ankle. All in all, it's a serviceable rendition of Mystique. Again, I really wish that we'd start seeing a bit less recycling because, I don't know, on some levels Hasbro's relaunched Marvel Legends line is kind of falling into a rut. They are still bringing us some great sculpts. The problem is they just aren't so much sculpting new things for females, but we are getting the new She-Hulk molds, so that's sort of cool. Although, granted, there aren't many figures they can actually use that on. I know there are a few heavyweight female characters, like, what was her name, Titania or something? But, Yeah, I don't expect to see that mold in a lot of use. Instead, I'll probably just keep seeing this one. At some point, I really hope that they do end up giving them ankle rockers. And then, I don't know, just doing something to change it up. 'Cause, I mean, we have all the females at exactly the same height, which kind of bugs me because, they shouldn't be. At any rate, this has been a look at Mystique from Wave 3 of the relaunched Marvel Legends line. I mean, she's an okay figure. If you haven't picked up the mold before, you're definitely in for something, but I mean, if you already picked up either the Madam Mask or Madam Hydra, or some of the older ones, I mean, technically even the Hope Summers from first wave reuses most of it, so, yeah. At any rate, until next time, folks.